What is that? When people ask me what it is, I say, it's just a little guy.
Hello, your initial assessment is absolutely correct. That is just a little guy. The type of little guy is Archaeopteryx. And I know I'm redundant here, you have already been told that in your comments, but I can tell you which Archaeopteryx you have a tattoo of, and some more things about Archaeopteryx if you like. Your tattoo is of a Archaeopteryx fossil known as the Berlin specimen, which was found in the mid-1870s, and it's called that because it's lived in Berlin in a natural history museum ever since, basically. Archaeopteryx was already known by the time the Berlin specimen turned up. First, it was described based on a single isolated feather fossil from, I think, 1861, and then based on a slightly more complete fossil specimen that I think was also found in 1861, but took until 1863 to be described formally and scientifically. The person who published that scientific description of the London specimen of Archaeopteryx is none other than Richard Owen, who I bring up because 20 years previously, that's the same guy who coined the name dinosaur. So he's the reason why this whole group of animals is called that, in case you were wondering. The London specimen is a really pretty good fossil. It has feather imprints all around it in the places where the feathers would have been when the animal was alive. It's missing a head, it's missing a bunch of bones, but it also has a bunch of bones fossilized. And that's significant because this fossil specimen had really great timing. It turned up just 4 years after, or its description was published just 4 years after Darwin's Origin of Species was published. So people in the scientific community at the time who were skeptical of evolution in 1863 saw Owen's description of the London specimen of Archaeopteryx and went, here's an animal that's like half bird, half lizard. Maybe this Darwin guy was onto something after all. So Archaeopteryx had great timing. The London specimen is a species known as Archaeopteryx lithographica. And the Berlin specimen is a different species in the same genus. That is called Archaeopteryx siemensii. Siemensii was a larger animal than Lithographica, but still not very big. I think both of these animals were approximately crow-sized, so large-ish for a modern bird, but much smaller than what you think of when you think of dinosaurs. What else can I tell you about Archaeopteryx? The Berlin specimen is one of the most stunning, beautifully preserved dinosaur specimens ever found. Your tattoo is actually less complete than the actual fossil it's based on, because the fossil it's based on also preserved feather imprints as they were pressed into the silt at the bottom of the lake where this dead animal came to rest before it was fossilized. It's surrounded by this, the arms have these halos of ghostly feathers, and it's just stunning. And one more fun fact about your fossil of the Berlin specimen is its dinosaur death posing. When dinosaurs die, the tendons in their back and up the back of the neck contract. So when dinosaur fossils are found in complete form with all of the bones articulated, attached to each other as they would have been in life, as opposed to sort of scattered around the rock, they're almost always found in this pose. And modern birds do that too, so if you ever got to look at a dead bird, it was probably also dinosaur death posing, and I think that's all of the relevant fun facts I can tell you about Archaeopteryx and your Archaeopteryx. That's a great tattoo, and okay, bye.